what up, it's Don.
Sammy Lee here.
Soul Brothers back up in it.
Yes.
How you guys doing? Let's break down this dismantling real quick of the Harden Volume 3.
Shout out to fastpass.cn as always. If you guys didn't know, the Harden Volume 3 is my favorite performer right now out of most of the shoes in my collection. I love playing in those shoes, so you gotta try it out.
Yeah.
And you guys have to try it out, but let's see what's inside it. So let's start off with the cross-section cut. Nothing really special here, huh?
It looks like they stuck some rice in the midsole.
Yeah. You got
sticky rice.
Yes, so you got some sticky rice in the boost. That's why it's such a nice cushion. The boost doesn't look too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're
really
always
thin.
pretty thin in the forefoot in the Hardens.
That's crazy thin, dude.
Crazy thin.
And then, of course, it thickens up in the heel, but not too much. The materials don't look too crazy. Is it double layered? Yes, it looks to be a little double layered. You see the strap right there, and you see a lot of padding here in the back area here in the heel tab. But that's about it. Nothing really crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Very simple shoe, which I like. I like very simple stuff. Alright, here is the upper separated from the midsole. The insole is trash. Like Adidas insoles usually are trash, but can't really complain about it because you can feel the boost underneath your foot. If it was too thick, if it was really thick, then I don't think you would be able to feel the boost as easily. So that's what they did there. And also the upper is, so it is double layered. So you see that on the left, you see the white material. So that is probably the knit or prime knit. I don't really know what they're calling it, but I guess just prime knit. And you see that strap right there as well. But the tongue is attached to kind of like an inner booty. And there is a little bit of an underlay here in the toe area, I guess for a more durability, I would say, right? You see that little white thing?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a mouth guard. Yeah, and also it's double layered in the toe area as well. So I guess
pretty standard. So it's technically, well, it's not a one booty upper, but that under piece is pretty much attached to the tongue attaches it all the way down to where the outsole meets, but
yes,
I mean where the insole meets.
So that's they've been doing this, so that's pretty standard right there. You can see the little I guess like little pull tab thing on the tongue. I guess that's what we're calling it.
You know what that is?
Yeah, well, not really a pull tab, but I don't know what we're calling this. Whatever thing that's on the tongue.
It's like the little lucky.
Yeah, it says lucky on it. Yeah. And the material, the leather material is actually very thick and premium feeling, so that's nice. Of course, you guys can see the elastic band thing that really doesn't do anything, but it looks kind of cool in my opinion.
I wish they did one shoe, they just popped the strap off so we can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like it with the strap a little bit better.
Yeah, the strap is, I'm actually not mad at, but you could probably easily take it off and not have it look too weird.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. Maybe I'll do that with my pair.
Yep. Ooh, so this guy's gonna get a pair. Ooh, alright. So here is the insole. As you guys already know, it's paper stock insole, nothing too great. And there is the Strobel board. It's a softer type of Strobel board, so you can kind of feel the boost. And here is the actual boost midsole. It is very nice. So in the heel, it kind of comes up as a sidewall and kind of cages you in as well. And also, it doesn't do that as much in the forefoot though. Forefoot is actually pretty lean, but they did keep this little it's like a soft, elastic, rubbery type of material.
Yeah, so it's like a counter for your lateral movements.
Exactly.
Great touch. You definitely need something there.
You have to, man. You have to. Because, like, I noticed, like, I found out, like, no matter how supportive the upper is, like in the LeBron 15, you know, the battle knit, it really doesn't stretch at all. Very supportive upper, right? But then there's really nothing caging you in. Like, the midsole doesn't come up at all or anything. So your foot's, like...
Yeah, once your foot starts teetering off with that midsole.
Yes.
It's so much force there, and just a little bit of TPU or something will really help cage you in.
Exactly, because like the material, even though it doesn't stretch a lot, it can still like, because it's a knit, it still like rolls over.
Yeah.
So you do need some type of counter in the forefoot and in the heel to cage you in. So Adidas does this really well in the Hardens. They did it really well in the Harden Volume 2 as well. So good job on Adidas for that. So you guys can see like a bottom view of the so the cage actually cages the boost all the way down until like I guess the bottom.
Yeah, that's to break the bounce in the boost right there too. Down a little bit and keep it a little bit more responsive right there.
Yeah, so you don't want this part of the shoe to compress, you know, because you're gonna have that little rolling motion. So that's what they put that there. And you can also see the
stable frame.
Yeah, the stable frame.
That's what they're still calling it.
I guess.
A little wishbone type of look to it.
Yes.
Running the whole length of the shoe almost.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is good. Give you some kickback, some recoil, some rigidity, which you need.
Exactly. And there is the outsole.
Yeah.
So that's the dismantling of the Harden Volume 3, but we're also going to see a comparison with the Volume 1, 2, and 3. So I got the Volume 1, 2, and 3 right over her. So I got the 1 and 2 right here. Alright, so let's look at the midsole. So if you look at the midsole, okay, so let's take a closer look at the forefoot. Forefoot is actually pretty much the same in all of them.
Yeah.
Like, they're really similar.
Yeah.
Right? I would say maybe the Harden Volume 2 is a little bit thicker, I guess, as you go on into the midfoot. But forefoot thickness is basically the same.
Yeah. Which was, I think, 13 millimeters.
Yeah, 13 or 14, something like super thin.
Yeah.
And also in the heel, pretty much the same.
Yeah. Looks a little chunkier in the tube.
Yeah.
Maybe at certain points.
Yeah.
And then you have the gnarly arch support in the 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of missing, at least in this cut.
Interesting.
So
there's that. Okay, so here's the actual measurement. So the forefoot in the Harden Volume 1 is 13.3. In the 2 is the 15.22. And in the 3 is 14.83.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Harden Volume 2 is the thickest, but not by too much. But the Harden Volume 3 is in between both of them, basically. But yeah, so there's that. And then in the heel, the Harden Volume 1 is 24.69. The Harden Volume 2 is 26.34. And the Harden Volume 3 is 24.72. So yeah, definitely the Harden Volume 2 is the thickest out of all of them, but not by too much. I'd say like 1 millimeter or maybe 2 millimeters on average. But yeah, the Harden Volume 3 is basically in between both of them. So as far as thickness goes, but I would say the Harden Volume 3 has the best cushion setup because it's really not caged at all. It's not too caged. The Harden Volume 2 is very caged, so you don't really feel any compression in the boost. And the Volume 1 is also caged in the heel. You can kind of feel a little bit of compression, but it's still pretty caged. And also, the Harden Volume 1 has a stiff strobe board, so you also can't really feel the boost as much. But then the 2 and the 3 has a softer strobe board, so you can feel the boost underneath your foot a lot better. But it's not as caged. So the Harden Volume 3 for me has the best cushion setup. So shout out to Adidas for making this. And also the stable frame, the 2 and the 3 are pretty much the same. And then the 1 is very, very different.
Yeah.
But anyways, that is the dismantling of the Harden Volume 3. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Very interesting. Again, you have to get a pair, and you guys have to get a pair. I love these shoes, guys. Anyways, shout out to fastpass.cn. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next.
Later.